Well, good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you're at. So start off with the Parkinson Canada at-home workout safety disclaimer. So these classes and what I have to say are not medical advice. Please consult with your healthcare professional before making changes to your healthcare management plan. The presentation does not represent Parkinson Canada's endorsement of products or treatment related to Parkinson's disease. This presentation is meant to provide general information. If you have specific questions about managing Parkinson's disease for yourself or others, please contact us at info@parkinson.ca, or you can always call 1-800-565-3000. Again, that number is 1-800-565-3000. Hey gang, we're here. Class number 18. Glad that you're able to join me on this day. So yes, again, this is the Parkinson Canada at-home workout exercise class, and it's brought to you by Parkinson Canada and the Manitoba Facebook group. We are posting all of these videos on our Facebook group webpage, and we're also posting them on the Parkinson Canada YouTube channel. So if you can't sit in on the class when I'm hosting everything live, well, you can go back and check it out whenever is best for you. Hi, Ruth. Great to see you. So yeah, again, my name is Lance Letain. I'm the events coordinator for Parkinson Canada here in Winnipeg. And I'd like to congratulate you on being able to participate in today's class. You are here. If you're living with Parkinson's disease, you have a much more of a challenge to participate in these classes than a person who's not living with Parkinson's disease. So yes, congratulations to you for being able to take this in. And be proud of what you're doing and the fact that you're here. I know I'm proud that that you're allowing me into your life. Again, I think you should be commended for participating and taking control of your life. So we're going to try and get into the exercise sooner than later, but I'll just talk to you a little bit about the benefits of exercising. If you are exercising, it's going to be embracing, or your nervous system is going to be used, as well as your muscular skeletal system. So your nervous system is going to be firing. That's what we want. We're looking for that to be happening. There's a study that I read earlier on about BDNF. Essentially, it's kind of like a miracle grow for your brain. And the study was talking about there being a correlation with being able to learn and to absorb information after exercise. So if you have the time, maybe after these exercise classes, you want to be able to sit down and you want to participate in a board game, or you want to be able to study another language or read a book. There seems to be a correlation there with you being able to comprehend. And again, that's one of the symptoms that if you're living with Parkinson's disease, some people are affected with. It does affect us cognitively, and it also affects our mood. That's another great thing when you are exercising. Our body is releasing endorphins, and we're going to be feeling good about yourself. You're going to have more of a sense of confidence. With exercise, I spent a lot of the class here also working on our balance. I hide some of the balance activities in with some of the things that we're doing. So the more we're working on our balance, the better it is in case you have some balance issues, or if you freeze, your brain's still able to process and make sense of what's going on, and that you're able to hold on to your balance. And one other last thing I'd just like to touch base about is digestion. Exercise really does help with your digestion. You're going to be moving things around, things are going to come out. So that can be a really good thing for some people. Get into some quick shout outs here before we start the moving here. Marge and Jim, they're usually attending here. We have Ruth. Ruth, you're always here. I love that. It means a lot to me. Jim and Wanda usually sitting in as well. We have Betty and Rick. Sometimes they're a little bit late, sometimes they're on time, but regardless, I always love to hear from Betty and Rick. Karen and Monique, Cheryl, Nathan, Jackie, Jerry, Pete, Manon, and Andy. There, we're done. So safety, I kind of talked about safety disclaimers at the beginning of the class here, but just be aware we're going to be moving around, so try and make sure that there's no tripping hazards around, or if you were to fall, that you're not going to be any tables around or anything hard that you're going to knock your head on. So try and move that out of the way. If you have some runners, I would suggest that you wear some nice, properly fitted runners. If you're wearing flip-flops or sandals, you might want to think about taking those off, and it's almost safer to go barefoot as opposed to wearing flip-flops. Some loose-fitting clothes, so you're going to be able to move around. And of course, if you're just kind of stepping into classes here for the first time, and you're uncertain about how hard you should be pushing yourself, well, we do need to push ourselves. That much we do know. We need to get outside our comfort zone. So we're working at an intensity level. It's moderate to vigorous, so it should be relatively difficult to talk while you're exercising. If you find that you're actually able to sing and exercise at the same time, then you're going to have to boost up the intensity a little bit. But yeah, the magic happens when we do push ourselves. So don't be afraid to push yourself, but within reason. And of course, if there's any pain, stop. We're not looking for pain. Soreness is different than pain. Again, like if we're doing any sort of arm work in your shoulder, like you have some previous shoulder issues, just lower your arms. I'll talk about that as class progresses here. But with that, let's get moving. So today's class is going to be similar to previous one, class number 15, when I talked to you about functional fitness and just some activities that are part of your daily life. So we're going to try and simulate some of the same motions that you have to do with your daily life. But before we get going, we know we start classes off the same way every time. This is our warm-up, so we're getting our heart ready for exercise, we're getting our body ready for exercise, but we're also engaging our brain ready for exercise, and that's having to follow my lead with instructions and such. So we're going to start off with the brain one. It's our slap, clap, and snap. Ready, gang? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. 3. 2. 1, 2, 3. And 4. And 5. All right, now we've engaged our brain. We're ready for exercise here. Hello, Donna Greening. It's always great to see my colleague Donna. Donna just had a birthday. She is now 25 years old. Got your back, Donna. Okay, so I'm going to start off with, I'm getting a little bit toasty warm. I'm going to take off my jacket here. Beautiful, beautiful day here in Winnipeg. My mother's come in from Dauphin to visit me. So she had about a 3.5-hour drive from Dauphin to Winnipeg. So happy to see her. I haven't seen her since Christmas time. So I'll be able to spend some time with her this afternoon outside. Okay, it's taking off my jacket. It gets me to thinking about functional fitness and things that we have to do. So taking off and putting on shirts. So say we're sitting on the side of our bed, sitting up nice and straight. If you're standing, just make sure your feet are wider than your shoulders, so you have a nice solid foundation underneath you. We're going to grab the shirt and pull it over our head, pull the shirt down. Now we're going to put one arm through the sleeve. Now we're going to get the other arm through the sleeve. Now we're going to take our shirt off. So we're going to grab our shirt, crossing our arms. We're going to pull it, pulling the shirt off, putting it into the laundry basket. Okay, let's try and put our shirt on again. We're going to grab a shirt. We're going to put it over our head, pull it down. We're going to squeeze one arm through, and we're going to squeeze the other arm through the armhole. Good, we have our shirt on. Now let's take our shirt off. Crisscrossing our arms. Grab your shirt, pulling it off, shooting it into the laundry basket. Last time, we're going to put our shirt on. We're going to grab the shirt, pull it, pulling it down over our head, pulling it down over our body, squeezing one arm through the armhole. Now we're going to squeeze the other arm through the armhole. Now we're going to take that shirt off, crisscrossing our arms, pulling up, over, shoot it into the basket. All right. Now we're going to do the same. Again, this is just a warm-up. We're just getting our body ready to exercise here. We're going to put pants on and take pants off. So let's grab the pants. We're going to bend over. You're going to squeeze one foot through the leg hole, the other foot through the leg hole. Shimmy, shake, pull it up, button up those pants, do up your zipper. Now let's do a buckle. There we go. Now we're going to take off our pants, going to undo our buckle, undo our zipper, take off the button, pull our pants down, taking one leg out, then you're taking the other leg out. Going to take those pants, going to shoot them into the laundry basket. Next day, we're grabbing another pair of pants, pulling them down, reaching down, putting one leg through the leg hole, other leg through the leg hole, get your toes through, over your heels, pull those pants up, lifting your bum, putting the pants on, doing up the button, pulling up the zipper, doing up our belt. We're going to take off our pants for the last time. So we're going to undo our belt, undo the zipper, unbutton the pants, pull the pants down, and take one leg out. Now we're going to take the other leg out, take our pants, and we're going to shoot them into the laundry basket. Again, it's just sort of, we're simulating activities that keep us independent longer. And for me, that's really important. Okay, so now we're going to take a glass from the dishwasher. You're going to reach, you're going to put it up in the shelf, reaching high and down. Now we're going to take another glass from the dishwasher. And we're going to put it in this shelf, all the way top shelf in the corner and down. Take a glass from the dishwasher, up into the shelf and down. Now we're going to take this glass from the dishwasher, up into the shelf, top corner, and down. Again, just functional fitness. That's what we're looking at for today. Now we're going to get into brushing our teeth. So just little wrist movements, big smile. You know, if some people deal with a frozen mask or have the mask, the Parkinson mask, work on our smile, brushing our teeth. These are little muscles we have in our forearms here. Okay, now we're going to be left-handed. We're going to brush our teeth with our left hand, up and down, back and forth, up and down. I think Blair, your wife, would tell me to brush down, right? There you go. Blair's wife is a dental hygienist. Okay, now we're going to just try brushing teeth with the other hand. Little movements. Okay, now we're going to brush our teeth with the other hand. Again, just little functional movements here. Things like this keep us independent that much longer. Okay, we're done brushing our teeth. Now we're going to brush our hair. Pulling the hair back, one arm. See if you can cover your whole head with that one arm. Now we're going to do the other arm, brushing our hair, pulling it back. Functional fitness, that's important. Your independence is what you want. Okay. Now we've brushed our hair, brushed our teeth, we've gotten changed and unchanged. How about we go for a walk to the mailbox? Okay, this is our march. So now we're going to be transitioning into our cardio section here. We're done our warm-up. So this will be our go-to move. Anywhere along the class you get kind of lost in the choreography or you find it hard to do something, see if you can go to a march. The big thing is for us to keep on moving. All right. So you can use your arms, no arms. Okay, we reach the mailbox. Just take a key from our pocket, unlock the mailbox, open it up, grab the mail, close your mailbox. Let's walk back. Looking at the mail, bill, another bill. Oh, a letter from Karen Gilmore. Oh, a letter from Betty and Rick. Done playing around now. Okay, now we're going to get into our cardio section here. So for those of you that are standing, just make sure it's safe around you. If you want a chair to hang on to from time to time, by all means, you can have a chair nearby. It's not a competition. Your safety is of the utmost importance to me. And for those of you that are sitting down and doing this, let's think of our posture. Pulling our shoulders back. Okay, how are you feeling? Again, this is our go-to move. If you get lost anywhere in the choreography or you're dealing with any sort of pain, try and go to the march here. Okay, so from here we're going to transition. We're going to go into cross-country skiing, then we're going to do some more marching, and we're going to do some toe tapping later on. Okay, so no arms, or no legs, just our arms. Go back and forth. You're going to slow it down. Bigger and more controlled. All right, forward and backward, forward and backward. Keep it going. All right, we're going to try and bring our hands up to shoulder height, no higher than that. And when you're on your backswing, see if you can bring your elbows so it's almost at a 90-degree angle to the floor there. All right, so the arms that we're doing right now is the same arm motion that's going to be used with cross-country skiing. And we're going to incorporate our legs eventually, but now we're just going to focus on the arms. So we're just going to do one arm at a time, starting now, just one arm. 1, 2, 3, and 4, other arm. 1, 2, 3, and 4, other arm for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, other arm. 1, 2, 3, and 4, other arm. 1, 2, 3, and 4, other arm last time. 1, 2, 3, and 4, other arm 3 times. 1, 2, 3, other arm. 1, 2, 3, switch it up. 1, 2, and 3, switching arms. 1, 2, and 3, switching arms. 1, 2, and 3, switching up. 1, 2, and 3. Now other arm 2 times. 1 and 2. Other arm. 1 and 2. Other arm. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Other arm. 1 and 2. Other arm. 1 and 2. 1, 2. 1 and 2. Okay, now we're going to alternate. Just single strokes. Again, nice controlled movements. Now we're going to try and go a little bit faster. Again, for those of you that are standing up, try and have your feet a little bit wider than your shoulders so you have a nice solid foundation underneath of you. For those of you that are sitting down, let's think of our posture. Head held high, shoulders back. Okay, now we're going to try and go a little bit faster with our arm swings here. So it's going to be forward, backwards, forward, backwards, forward, backwards, forward, backwards. All right. Now we got the tempo. So our heart rate's going to be getting a little bit faster. Your breathing is going to get a little bit deeper. But we're still controlled. We're in forward, backwards, forward, backwards, forward, backwards, forward, backwards. All right. Nice and controlled. It's a quicker pace now. How about we try and do 4 on one arm, then 4 on the other. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Other arm. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Switch it up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Switching. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Switch it up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Other arm. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last time, each arm. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Switching up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, slowing it down. All right, I don't know about you. I'm feeling better now. Feel more alive. Okay, slowing my arms down. Forward, backwards, forward, backwards. All right, so now we're going to try and add the legs. I'm going to demonstrate sitting down, but I'm going to do it standing up just to show you what it looks like. Okay, slowing down our arms. Okay, so when we're doing it sitting down, I'm going to move my chair to the side here so you see what it looks like. So I'm going to have my hands on my hip. I'm just bringing one foot backwards, together, back, together, back, together, back, together. So standing, it'll look a little bit like this. Just focusing on my legs, it's going to be back, together, back, together. All right. I think we all got it. Back, together. Thinking of our posture, if you're standing or sitting, keeping our head held high, continuing to breathe. Back, together, back, together, back, together, back, together. All right. Now we're going to keep on going. We're going to transition into 4 times on one leg and 4 times on the other leg. Kind of like what we did with our arms. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Switch it up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Switching it up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Switching. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Switching legs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and switch. 1, 2, 3, and switch. 2, 3, and switch. 2, 3, and switch. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last time. 1, 2, 3. Now we're doing 2. 1 and 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 2. Can now alternate back and forth. Back and forth. All right. So now we got the legs. We've done our arms. How about we try and do our arms and legs at the same time? I'm going to demonstrate standing up, but I'm going to do it sitting down. Okay, so if one leg's going back, if my left leg's going back, my right arm's going forward. So it's a bit of a counterbalance here. Okay, here we go. Reaching forward up to shoulder height. Nice and controlled. Keep on moving. I'm going to do it sitting down. Keep on moving. A bit more difficult sitting down. Still doable though. How you doing? Breathing a little heavier? Feeling a little bit warmer? That's good if you are. That's what we're looking for. All right. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. All right. March it out. Keep marching. All right. Feeling good. Okay. So from here, we're going to do a march, 1, 2, 3, then we're going to tap our heel in front. No arms, just our legs. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and tap. And tap. 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 How you feeling? If you think you need to slow down, by all means, slow down. But if you can keep up, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for that 20 minutes of cardiovascular exercise here. So we're at class today, class tomorrow, and class on Friday. 1, 2, 3, and tap. And tap. and tap, and tap, and tap, and tap, and tap. Now marching it out. Let's add our arms. Okay, let's bring it wide and narrow and wide and narrow. Okay, this time we're going to keep it wide, no arms, just our legs. From here, we're going to go into a toe tap, so it'll be tap and tap, tap and tap, slowing it down, tap and tap, tap and tap. If you're standing up, find it a little bit easier. Tap and tap, tap. Now we're going to try step together from here. I'll demonstrate, then you can follow me. So it's going to look a little bit like this. It's going to be step together, together. Okay, this feels a little bit more comfortable sitting down. I think we can add some arms into here. So let's swing our arms back and forth, back and forth. See if you can bring your hands up to shoulder height on the swing. And for those of you that need to work out harder, you can take bigger steps. You can have larger arms. Okay, now we're going to do one arm only. Continuing to step, nice and controlled. Think of your posture, think of breathing. Okay, now let's do the other arm. Just step, and touch, step, touch, step, and touch. Nice and controlled. Let's add both arms. How does that feel for you? Okay, now we're going to go back into a march. So from here, what we're going to do, we're going to do toe taps to the side. Watch me, I'll demonstrate no arms, just my legs. It's going to be tap and tap, tap and tap, and tap. Add some arms back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, slowly getting through the cardio here. No arms, just our legs. Let's march it out. Bring it wide. Now we're just going to do tap and tap, tap and tap, tap and tap. Adding arms, tap and tap, slowing it down, tap and tap, tap and tap. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Marching it out. All right, gang. How you doing? Excellent, I hope. Again, big things for us to keep on moving. Pushing ourselves within reason. A little bit difficult to talk, but not so easy that you could actually sing an exercise at the same time. 1, 2, 3, heel tap, and tap, and tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap, and tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap, and tap. Okay, what about if we just do heel taps from here? So it's going to be heel out and out, out and out. Sorry about the mix-up. Out and out. Just heel tap, heel tap. Out and back, out and back, out and back, out and back. Okay, we're slowing things down. Now we're going to be getting into our cardio cool down. So we're trying to get all the blood that's pooled up in our large muscles and our quadriceps, our abdominal region. We're going to try and distribute it through all different parts of our body now. Feed our body that oxygen-rich blood. And give our brain all the blood and oxygen it needs. All right. So no legs. Now we're just going to do some bicep curls up and down. Up and down. Nice and controlled. Up and down. Slowly, slow. Up and down. Up and down. Let's raise our arms so it's going to be higher and down. Up and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to go sideways. Out and in. Out and in. Out and in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands on our hips. Now we're just going to tap our heels. Slowing down our heart rate. We've done our warm-up. We've done our cardio. Just about done our cardio cool down here. Then we can grab a sip of water, and then we'll transition into our muscular strength and endurance training. So for today's class, I'm going to tap our toes. For today's class, for our muscular strength and endurance training, you're not going to need TheraBands or resistance tubing. You're not going to need any hand weights or cans of beans or soup. Tapping our heels. So we're going to be focusing a lot. Again, I like to try and spend a lot of our time when we're doing our muscular strength and training on our muscles that are related to preventing falls. So we'll be doing a lot of quadricep work. So these are quadriceps, the top part of our leg, the front part, our hamstrings and our glutes, or our butts. Okay, now we're going to do stopping our legs. We're going to do a big breath in and out. Big breath in and out. Last big breath in and out. All right. So now we're transitioning into our strength training. So for those of you that need to have a sip of water, now would be a perfect time to have a glass of water or a sip from your water bottle. Just make sure your water bottle is put aside so it's not going to be a tripping hazard. So you will need a chair. So I'll give you a second to grab a chair and get all set up. We're going to be doing, I'll just talk you through some of the things we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing the mini sit to stand. We're going to be doing high knees. We're going to be doing some calf raises, some more mini sit to stand, some chair crunches to work on our abdominal core, and then some knee extensions. Now, all of this can be done from a seated position. So yes, you'll need a chair. If you have arms, that's fine. You can use the arms. Okay, all sitting down. Let's think of our posture. We're just going to close our eyes for a second here. Getting centered. Focusing on your breathing. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Last time, in through our nose, out through your mouth. Opening our eyes. Okay, so we're going to do those mini sit to stands. I'll demonstrate what it looks like first. So it's not a full sit to stand, so it's just kind of like mini. So we're just doing micro movements here. So I'm getting to the edge of the chair. I'm going to have my feet wider than my shoulders. That's really important that you have your feet wider than your shoulders so that you have a really nice solid foundation underneath you. So I'm going to have my hands out in front. For me, it's going to work that way. If you have some arm rests on your chair, you can use those if you need to. But if you don't have to use them, try not to use them because we really want to try and focus the muscles in our legs here. So I'm going to go up a little bit and down. We're going to try 8. There's 1. Leaning forward and up. There's 2. Think of your posture. That's 3. Continuing to breathe. There's 4. Halfway there, gang. Halfway there. Here's 5. And 6. Here's 7. And 8. All right, have a quick break. Ooh, that's tough work, isn't it? All right, so from here, we're going to transition into the, we're going to go high knees. Again, I'm thinking of my posture, pulling my shoulders back, trying to align my head with my spine. All I'm going to be doing is raising one leg up, 2, 3, and down, 2, 3. Switching legs, up, and down. Other leg, up, 2, 3, and down, 2, 3. Switching it up, 2, 3, and down, 2, 3. For those of you that have had any sort of hip surgery, if you find this too painful on one, if you only had one hip done, you can just do the one leg over and over again. Or even if you can do smaller movements, that all makes a difference. Your doctor's probably, for anybody that's had a knee replacement or a hip replacement, you know the doctors want to get you moving sooner than later. It's one of the best things that we could be doing. And if we're living with Parkinson's disease, again, movement, exercise, and more importantly, exercise with meaning. And we actually have to force yourself to get outside your comfort level there. That's where the magic's going to happen. That's when the neurons are going to be growing and everything is going to be firing. And that's what we're looking to do. Okay, one more time, each side, up and down, up and down. Now we're going to do some calf raises, thinking my posture, shoulders pulled back, sitting up nice and straight. I'm going to be going up, 2, 3 on my toes, and down, 2, 3. Calf raises, here we go. And down, 2, 3. Up, 2, 3. And down, 2, 3. Up. And down. You're looking great, guys. Up. And down. 2 more. Up. And down. Last one. Up. And down. All right. From here, we're going to try the mini sit-to stands again. If you want to use the armrest on your chair, you can use that. If you don't have to, I'd encourage you not to. So I'm going to be leaning forward. Feet are wider than my shoulders. Leaning forward, going up and down. There's one. Up and down. Hey, Betty and Rick are here. Up and down. Halfway there. Up. And this is hard work. Up and down. 2 more. Up and down. Last one. Let's make this the best one we've had. Up and down. Whew, that's tough work. Okay, from here we're going to work on our abdominal core. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do our Kegel exercises. So again, that muscle that we use to stop our flow of urine when you're going to the bathroom, when you're going pee and you got to stop your flow, it's that same muscle that we're looking at engaging. So as we get older, it's a typical thing. It's something we all live with. So if we exercise it more, the stronger it's going to be. So if some of you, it helps to close your eyes. Now let's engage that muscle. You know, that muscle to stop you going pee, and relax. Now let's engage that muscle again and relax. Last one, engage that muscle. And relax. All right, from here we're going to do our chair crunches. So I'll demonstrate from the side shot here. So you'll notice that I get to the edge of my chair, I'm moving my buttocks to the edge of my chair. You can have your arms out in front, you can cross them across your chest, or you can have them on your lap. Whatever is best for you is best for me. And our feet, try not to lock your feet underneath the legs, because that's kind of defeating the purpose of working our abdominal core there. So feet nice and flat on the ground. All I'm doing is I'm leaning back, I'm touching my shoulder blades on the chair, and sitting back up. So we're going to try 8. I'm going to do it with my arms crossed across my chest. This is the hardest way. Okay, here we go. Down, 2, 3. Up, 2, 3. There's 1. Down, down, down. Up, up, up. There's 2. And 3. Here's 4. Continue to breathe. 5. And 6. And 7. Last one, here's 8. All right. Okay, from here we're going to do some knee extensions. So sitting up nice and straight in the chair, all I'm doing is I'm raising my leg up, 2, my toe up, 3, and down, 2, 3. Switching legs, 1, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. Up, and down, up, and down. Switching legs, up, 2, 3, and down, 2, 3. Again, for those of you that are living with knee replacement or knee pain, if it hurts too much to do one knee, you just do the one leg over and over again. But you do know that if you had knee surgery or knee replacement, one of the best things we could be doing is exercising that joint. One more time, each leg. And last one, here we go. All right, so that's it. We've done our warm-up, we've done our cardio, we've completed our cardio cool-down, our muscular strength and endurance training. Now we're going to get into our balance training. So we can start off from a seated position. We're just going to be reaching forward, so you're going to sit towards the front of your chair. It's almost like getting off the toilet. So feet are wider than our shoulders. You're leaning forward, getting onto the balls of your feet, and back. Leaning forward, balls of your feet, and back. 3 more, leaning forward, and back. 2 more, leaning forward, and back. Last one, here we go. Forward, and back. All right, so for those of you that can't stand, you can continue to do those, or you can do something else. For those of you that are able to stand, we'll stand using our chair or a wall if that works for you. We're just going to be shifting our weight from one foot to the other. So keep your feet wider than your shoulders. Keeping one toe on the ground if you want. What we do to one side, we do to the other. Again, this can be done from hanging onto a chair. You can have one finger on the wall. For those of you that could raise one foot off the ground, you could try that. If you're feeling any sort of anxiousness or unease about your balance, again, this isn't a contest. Work within your limits. I'm going to try and do this with one eye and my foot off the ground. And shifting my weight the others. Bringing my foot off the ground. Closing an eye. If that's too hard, you can have both eyes open. You can keep your toe on the ground. And back. Okay, from here we're going to walk the line. So there's going to be an imaginary line in front of you. If you want to hang on to the wall and walk in the hallway, that works for me. There's going to be one foot in front of the other. We're just going to be walking forward. I'm hanging onto my chair. And now we're going to walk back. Okay, I'm going to go forward again. This time I'm going to, if I say freeze, try and freeze on the spot so our body gets used to being frozen. Freeze. And forward. Freeze. And forward. Now I'm going to go back. Freeze. And keep on going back all the way. Try walking the line one more time. Okay, forward. Freeze. Forward. Now we're going to go back. All the way, no freezing. All the way back. Okay, so now we're going to go, I'm hanging on to my chair. If you want to do the same, you can do the same, or you can hang on to the wall. We're just basically going to be lifting our knee up in front of us and holding it there. Again, we're working on our balance. There's also some strength training here. One leg up and down. Other leg up. Holding it there. And down. Now I'm going to kick my heel back, so it's going to be a bit of a hamstring curl. Balancing on one leg. It does help if you stick your one arm out here for some balance. Holding it there. And down. Switching legs. Holding it there. Hello, Blair Sigurdsson. Always great to see you, Blair. Right on, buddy. And down. We're going to raise our knee up in front of us. Holding our balance. And down. Other leg, last one. Up. Keeping our balance. If it helps you to stick your arm out, by all means you can do that. And down. Now hamstring curl. One leg back. And down. Last one. Up. Holding it there. And down. Okay, now we're going to stretch our calves a little bit. If you're hanging onto the chair or a wall, you're just going to be sticking one leg back, putting your toe down, and then you're going to press your heel down. You should feel the stretch in your calf. The leg that's pushed back, you should feel the stretch in the lower part of your back of your leg. Holding it there. We're also working on our balance right now. Continue to hold. Feet together. What we do to one side, we got to do to the other. Foot back, placing your toe down. And you're going to press your heel down and hold the stretch. I'm hanging onto a chair for some balance here. I would suggest you do the same, or you can hang onto a wall. If you're sitting down, not able to stand, basically, let's bring our feet together. You could do the same thing, except you're going to be raising your toes up to the ceiling. You'll also be stretching your calves in that way. Foot back, toe down, heel down, hold the stretch. Feet together, foot goes back, toe down, heel down, feel the stretch. That feels good. For those of you that have cramps when you go to bed at night, you feel them in your calves, this is something you might want to consider doing before you go to bed. Okay, from here I'm going to stretch my inner thigh. So I'm going to demonstrate standing up, but I'm going to do them sitting down. So if I'm standing up, I'm going to have see how wide my legs are. They're nice and wide. I'm going to press over to one side, so I should feel the stretch along my groin on my one leg here. From a seated position, it'll be the same motion, sticking my leg out, and you still feel the stretch. So if you're sitting or standing, regardless, you should be able to do this stretch, holding it there. And bringing your legs together. What we do to one leg, we're going to do to the other. Feel the stretch on the inside of your thigh. Okay, one more time, each leg. Sticking the leg out. Feeling the stretch along the inside of your thigh. Continuing to breathe, holding our heads held high. Other leg. Sticking it out. Feel the stretch. All right, now we're going to stretch our chest out. So wide arms. Pull your arms back, shoulder height if you can. If it hurts too much to have your hands held that high, you can drop your hands. So you can keep your hands like down low like this. You'll still get a stretch across your chest. I'm going to keep them up high. It feels better for me. I'm going to give myself a bear hug, crisscrossing my arms, seeing how far back I can get my arms, my fingers. Head held high, continuing to breathe. Great big stretch. Stretch right across our chest. This time I'm going to bring one arm across. I'm going to stretch my tricep. So my one arm swoops up, grabs my elbow, brings my elbow in tight to my body. So I'm feeling a stretch across the back side of my upper arm. So I'm feeling a stretch right over there. Last time, great big chest press, big chest stretch. Now I'm going to do the other arm. Bring my arm across my body, swooping up, grabbing the elbow, pulling it in, feeling the stretch across the upper part of the back side of my arm. Dropping my arms, I'm going to drop my chin to my chest. Head to neutral. Raising our shoulders, shoulder shrug high. And down, chin to chest. Down. Holding it there. Head to neutral. Shoulder shrug. Shoulders high. And down. Okay, we've just completed our warm-up, our cardio cool down, strength training, balance training, flexibility. Now you know what time it is. It's time for our Parkinson specific exercises. I'm just going to move a little bit closer to the camera here. All right, so the first thing that I'd like us to do is we're going to do our side cheek stretch here. So it requires you to place the palm of your hand across on your cheek here, and you just see how I'm pulling my hand back like this? So tiny little muscles in my face, they need stretching too. And if you're living with Parkinson's disease, you've probably heard the term the mask before. So this is keeping the muscles in our face nice and limber and flexible. Holding the stretch and relax. What we do to one side, we do to the other. Placing the palm against my cheek. Pulling my cheek back like this. That feels good, good, good. Okay, now we're going to work on our smiles. Great big smile. What mask? There's no mask. Great big smile. There you go. Oh, that feels good. Okay, now we're going to drop our jaw. Back to our smile. Great big smile. There you go. Stretch that smile. There, we're going to drop our jaw. Okay, relaxing. Now we're going to raise our eyebrows as high as we can. Holding our eyebrows high. High, high, high. My kids were teasing me this weekend about not having eyebrows. I never realized that before. I guess I really don't have eyebrows that stand out that much. Heck of a lot more wrinkles when I was younger. That's natural. High, high eyebrows. And relax. Now we're going to work on our eyes. We're going to look back that to side that way, our peripheral vision. Now we're going to go this way. Think of your peripheral vision. Now we're going to look down, straight down, keeping your head in a neutral position. You're just working our eyes. Our eyes are going straight down and neutral. Now we're going to go up high. There we go. Now we're going to do some finger exercises. So that's index, middle, ring, pinky. Index, middle, ring, and pinky. Last one, index, middle, ring, and pinky. Okay, let's do some waving. All right, shake out your hands. Okay, from here we're going to do a wrist flexion. Putting some pressure on my fingertips, pulling my palm back. Now we're going to do some flexion. Pulling my hand down. It looks like that. Well, we do to one side, we do to the other. Hands on my fingertips, pulling back. Feel that stretch. Now we're going to go down. Shake it out. Okay, before we finish off, let's do a few vowels. We know the vowels are A, E, I, O, and U. Okay, when we're doing this, try and really almost over-exaggerate. So we're looking for our mouth and our tongue to be working here. So it's okay, I can't see you, so you shouldn't be embarrassed. So this is something that we're going to work on. All right, here we go. A, E, I, O, U. Great big mouth. A, E, I, O, U. Bigger mouth. A, E, I, O, U. Last one. A, E, I, O, U. All right, gang. We've done it. That's like an hour that we've been doing this. So congratulations for sitting through class number 18. It's hard to believe, but yes, we've just completed class number 18. It's beautiful here in Manitoba. Look forward to connecting with my mom later on this afternoon. Like I said, I haven't seen her since Christmas and I miss her dearly. So she's spending time with my kids right now and I'm going to join with them quickly. Just wanted to let you know, Super Walk is still progressing. So we're looking at Saturday, September the 12th is going to be the collective experience. It's going to be virtual though. So we're asking you to be walking in your neighborhoods with family and friends. We have to keep in mind our COVID our physical distancing. So try and surround those people that you know are healthy and that are safe to be around. We're almost done May. We're doing the predictive exercise experience. June, we're going to be starting off with the dance, the collective dance. It's so much fun. Take a look at it. You can see more information on the Superwalk website. That's www.superwalk.ca. Great list of what we're doing. So yeah, June is the dance experience. July, we're looking at more exercise classes like the ones that I'm leading here. We're looking for that 150 minutes of exercise per week. And it's at that moderate to vigorous intensity level. So July is going to be more exercise classes. For August, we're doing the 100,000 step challenge. There's roughly 100,000 people living in Canada with Parkinson's disease, so we're going to try and get 100,000 steps in per person. And then come the month of September, we're going to be doing the super walk. Again, it's going to be held on Saturday, September the 12th, and we're still fundraising as normal. So there's going to be no large collective walk experience. It's going to be smaller. It's going to be held in your communities or your neighborhoods where you're living at with family and friends. So that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow, Tuesday at 1:30 for class number 19. We'll see you later. Bye, guys.